The process begins with the total evacuation of the $2,000 yacht, a vessel long neglected and left to deteriorate under harsh weather and constant exposure to moisture. Before any real restoration can take place, the boat must be stripped down to its bare structure. The team boards carefully, assessing safety hazards such as soft flooring and unstable fixtures. One by one, they haul out heaps of rotted cushions soaked with mildew, torn vinyl seating, broken cabinetry, and piles of trash that have accumulated over the years. Moldy interior panels are pried from the walls, and waterlogged carpeting is ripped from the cabin floor, revealing the damp substructure beneath. Every removable component is extracted to eliminate hidden moisture and prevent further contamination. With the interior completely cleared, attention shifts to the exterior. The hull and deck are coated in layers of thick green algae, river slime, and embedded dirt that have hardened over time. To tackle this, the crew brings in a high-pressure power washer capable of cutting through years of buildup. As the engine roars to life, a concentrated stream of water blasts against the fiberglass surface, instantly peeling away grime in dramatic streaks. Sheets of algae slide down the hull, exposing glimpses of the original finish beneath the filth. The team works methodically from bow to stern, ensuring every inch of the deck, railings, and crevices is thoroughly cleaned. Stubborn stains receive extra attention, with repeated passes to fully strip away residue. Gradually, the yacht's true shape begins to reappear, marking the first visible step in its transformation from abandoned wreck to promising restoration project. This phase of the restoration focuses entirely on the visual transformation of the boat's exterior, turning the previously weathered and worn hull into a striking, show-quality finish. After months of sanding, repairing, and preparing the fiberglass surface, the hull is now ready to receive its new layers of coating. The process begins with a professional-grade marine primer, applied evenly across every inch of the exterior. This primer seals the repaired fiberglass, provides a uniform surface for paint adhesion, and protects the underlying structure from future moisture intrusion. The team applies it carefully with high-quality spray equipment, ensuring no area is missed, including tricky edges, corners, and around fittings. Once the primer cures fully, it creates a smooth, consistent base, ready for the next layers of paint. Next comes the application of the main color scheme, a combination of deep navy blue for the hull and bright white for the upper sections. Each color is sprayed in precise, even coats, with technicians moving methodically to prevent runs, streaks, or overspray. Multiple layers are applied, allowing each to dry and cure completely, building a rich, vibrant finish that highlights the boat's lines and contours. Transitions between colors are carefully masked to achieve sharp, crisp edges, giving the vessel a professional, polished appearance. Once the paint is fully cured, the team moves to the final finishing stage, polishing. Using high-speed rotary buffers and specialized marine polishing compounds, they refine the surface to an extraordinary high-gloss, mirror-like finish. The buffers remove minor imperfections, swirl marks, and surface dust, leaving the paint flawless. Light reflects perfectly off the hull, accentuating the smooth curves and sleek design. By the end of this phase, the exterior has been completely transformed from a dull, weathered shell into a visually striking, show-ready vessel, demonstrating the culmination of months. Once the exterior work begins, the team turns their attention to the interior of the boat, beginning a thorough cabin restoration process that will strip it down to its bare bones. The first step is a complete removal of all deteriorated materials. Rotted wooden trim, once decorative but now warped and moldy from years of exposure to moisture, is carefully pried from the walls and ceiling. Old carpeting, caked with dirt, mildew, and water damage, is ripped from the floors to expose the underlying subfloor, which itself is inspected for signs of rot or structural weakness. Decaying wall panels, warped and discolored, are pulled away with crowbars and scrapers, revealing the framework beneath. Every piece of debris, whether wood, carpet, or paneling, is hauled away to prevent further contamination and provide a clean workspace for the restoration. The process is slow and methodical, ensuring that no hidden mold, mildew, or moisture pockets remain trapped in the cabin structure. With the cabin stripped, the team focuses on the bilge and lower compartments, areas that have often suffered the worst from neglect and long-term water intrusion. These spaces are scrubbed thoroughly with industrial-strength degreasers and cleaning solutions, designed to break down years of accumulated oil, grime, and sludge. Pumps and brushes are used to remove every trace of residue, leaving the surfaces completely clean. Hard-to-reach nooks, corners, and seams are inspected and scrubbed carefully to prevent any hidden contamination that could compromise the restoration. The team also checks for signs of corrosion or structural weaknesses in the hull near the bilge, making notes for any areas that will require repair or reinforcement before new materials are installed. By the time this stage is complete, the cabin has been transformed from a neglected, moldy, and cluttered interior into a fully cleared and sanitized space. Every surface is prepped and ready for new insulation, paneling. This phase of the restoration focuses entirely on the visual transformation of the boat's exterior, turning the previously weathered and worn hull into a striking, show-quality finish. After months of sanding, repairing, and preparing the fiberglass surface, the hull is now ready to receive its new layers of coating. The process begins with a professional-grade marine primer, applied evenly across every inch of the exterior. This primer seals the repaired fiberglass, provides a uniform surface for paint adhesion, and protects the underlying structure from future moisture intrusion. The team applies it carefully with high-quality spray equipment, ensuring no area is missed, including tricky edges, corners, and around fittings. Once the primer cures fully, it creates a smooth, consistent base, ready for the next layers of paint. Next comes the application of the main color scheme, a combination of deep navy blue for the hull and bright white for the upper sections. Each color is sprayed in precise, even coats, with technicians moving methodically to prevent runs, streaks, or overspray. Multiple layers are applied, allowing each to dry and cure completely, building a rich, vibrant finish that highlights the boat's lines and contours. Transitions between colors are carefully masked to achieve sharp, crisp edges, giving the vessel a professional, polished appearance. Once the paint is fully cured, the team moves to the final finishing stage, polishing. Using high-speed rotary buffers and specialized marine polishing compounds, they refine the surface to an extraordinary high-gloss, mirror-like finish. The buffers remove minor imperfections, swirl marks, and surface dust, leaving the paint flawless. Light reflects perfectly off the hull, accentuating the smooth curves and sleek design. By the end of this phase, the exterior has been completely transformed from a dull, weathered shell into a visually striking, show-ready vessel, demonstrating the culmination of months. With the cabin stripped, cleaned, and fully prepped, the restoration team moves into a phase that brings new life and character to the interior. This stage focuses on custom craftsmanship, where every surface, panel, and fixture is designed and installed to transform the space from its neglected, rotted state into a modern, comfortable, and visually appealing environment. Fresh teakwood panels are meticulously measured, cut, and fitted to replace old, rotted trim and paneling. Each piece is sanded smooth, treated to resist moisture, and aligned to maintain the cabin's original structural lines while enhancing its aesthetic appeal. The warm tones of the teak bring an immediate sense of elegance, elevating the interior from a functional space to a refined, luxurious cabin. At the same time, the seating undergoes a complete rebuild. Old cushions and deteriorated supports are removed to make way for high-density foam that provides both comfort and resilience. The foam is cut and shaped to fit the seating contours perfectly, ensuring a snug and supportive feel. Over this, premium white marine-grade vinyl is stretched, sewn, and fitted to eliminate wrinkles and loose edges. The result is a set of pristine, modern seats that combine comfort, durability, and a clean, sophisticated look suitable for both leisure cruising and entertaining guests. Attention is paid to seams, stitching patterns, and the interface with surrounding cabinetry and trim, creating a harmonious and polished interior. Additional enhancements include reinstalling storage compartments, applying protective finishes to floors, and ensuring all surfaces are aligned and level. By the end of this phase, the cabin has been fully transformed. What was once a damp, rotting, and outdated interior is now a beautifully crafted space, combining the timeless elegance of natural wood with modern materials and finishes. The fresh teak, pristine white seating, and detailed craftsmanship give the cabin a luxurious. The mechanical restoration of the yacht marks a crucial stage in returning the vessel to full operational capability. This phase begins with the engine, the heart of the boat, being carefully stripped down to its core components. Every part, from the cylinder heads to the exhaust manifold, is meticulously inspected for wear, corrosion, and damage caused by years of inactivity. Dirt, oil, and accumulated grime are thoroughly cleaned using industrial degreasers and precision tools, revealing the engine's true condition. This inspection allows the team to identify components that must be repaired or replaced to ensure reliable performance. Once the engine is clean, the crew replaces key parts critical for smooth operation. Air and fuel filters are swapped for new, high-quality components, ensuring proper fuel flow and combustion. Spark plugs are replaced with precision-engineered units for consistent ignition and efficient function. Gaskets and seals, often compromised by age, are carefully fitted to prevent leaks and maintain compression. The team lubricates all moving parts, checks the cooling system, and confirms fuel and exhaust lines are properly connected and free of obstructions. These steps restore power, reliability, and efficiency, making the engine ready for testing and operation. Attention then turns to the dashboard and electrical systems. Old, corroded wiring is removed, and new electrical connections are installed to support navigation, lighting, and safety systems. Gauges, switches, and control panels are tested, calibrated, and rewired as needed to provide accurate readings. The functionality of critical safety features, including bilge pumps, alarms, and battery management systems, is verified to meet modern operational standards. By the end of this phase, the mechanical heart and nervous system of the boat are fully restored. The engine is powerful and reliable, the dashboard precise and operational, and the vessel is ready to respond safely. The final phase of the yacht restoration focuses on installing all remaining hardware and preparing the vessel for its return to the water. Every component is carefully selected and fitted to ensure both functionality and aesthetic appeal. Stainless steel cleats are bolted into place along the deck, providing secure points for mooring and docking. Each cleat is checked for alignment, tightness, and corrosion resistance, ensuring it can withstand repeated use in saltwater conditions. Polished railings are installed along the perimeter of the deck, enhancing both safety and style. The team meticulously measures and mounts each post, ensuring the rails are level and securely anchored. The steering wheel is connected to the helm with precision linkages and tested for smooth, responsive movement. Small finishing touches, including latches, handles, and trim, are fitted and aligned, giving the yacht a clean, professional appearance that reflects the care invested throughout the restoration. With all hardware in place, the crew performs a final inspection, tightening the last bolts, verifying all fittings, and confirming that the hull, deck, and cabin are secure. Preparations are made for the yacht's long-awaited return to the water. The vessel is carefully towed to a marina or launch site, positioned for entry, and gently lowered into the water. Observers watch as it floats in its restored state, the hull gleaming with fresh paint and polished surfaces reflecting sunlight. The final moments of the restoration are captured in a high-speed test run. The engine roars to life, responding smoothly thanks to the earlier mechanical work. The yacht accelerates across the water, turning, maneuvering, and cutting through waves with precision. Every system, from steering to electrical, from seating comfort to deck hardware, is tested. The $2,000 investment has been transformed into a fully functional, visually striking, and seaworthy vessel. The video concludes with sweeping shots.